Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio version. Glad to have you on board. Always extra special good when you are here with me and we're doing it together. This is the tarot reading for the people who want to strengthen their imagination. That's why it's the audio version. There are no visual distractions. You see on your screen the layout for today, the tarot layout. And you can follow along with the narration, my storytelling. And you can conjure up the images in your own mind because true manifesting comes from within you. The magic comes from within you. There may be 100 people, 1,000 people, whatever, watching this and listening to this tarot reading. And every one of them will come up with different pictures in their heads, come up with different ideas. Because your manifestation is yours. It comes from within. That's why I say when I do these readings, the manifesting readings, I do them very differently from anybody else in terms of regular tarot readings because it all begins and ends with you. That's the point. Plus, it's great for people who want to multitask, you know. You can keep listening and get up and do other things, get a cup of coffee, tea, or some lunch or breakfast, whatever you want, and you can still listen and follow along and let your mind fill in the pictures that your heart and soul are dictating to you. It's a very personal thing. That's why I do it the way I do it, to enhance your ability, your power, your strength. So we begin. There are two rows, as you can see here. We begin in the bottom row. We go to the top row. The two center cards, both rows, are real critical side posts. And we begin in the bottom row, as I said, with the oracle card Poised. I love that word, poised, because it means you're right on the edge. You are right on the edge. You're ready. And just waiting for something, someone. But you're ready. Okay? And that really kind of sets the stage for all of us over the past 3 years at least. Maybe all of our lives. You've always felt, geez, you know, if I could do this. I could do if I just had a chance, if I just. And certainly the last 3 years have really put us into a poised position. I am seeing and feeling more and more people ready to make a difference, ready to move forward, ready to manifest their best lives ever. They're ready, but they're not doing it. There's something that will trigger them, but they're ready. So are you. Let's go. First row, all the way to the left, Ace of Swords. Great way to begin. Swords are your thoughts, your ideas. So with the Ace, it talks about thinking clearly, honestly, and justice is there. There's no confusion. There's no wrong choice, no stress. It is a point of illumination. Something will come to you through someone or some event, something this year will spark that Ace of Swords, will be that ultimate realization that you are ready now to act, not just be poised, but to move. Reminds me of people who are in competition with each other, racing one way or another. What do they say? On your mark, get set, go. At this point, you're on your mark. At this point, you're on your mark. The next few months, I think all the way till the early part of May, we have all the planets, all of them moving forward. That's a powerful, powerful time. And I think we'll set up 2023. So right now, you entered the year on your mark. The get set is coming up. The going will probably happen later in the year. But right now you are primed for action. Just waiting, just waiting. In fact, the card next to it, Seven of Swords, says that you probably are already preparing. Very often when people do standard tarot reading, Seven of Swords is a thief of some kind, right? Taking the swords, leaving a couple behind, sneaking off. Well, that can be true, certainly. There's no question about it. That's possible. And you could say that that's what has happened to us. There have been people who have lied to us, taken away truths, taken away important information from us, and kind of snuck off. That would apply. But when we're dealing with manifesting, when we're dealing with you, it doesn't hit me. Seven of Swords is somebody who says, okay, I've had enough. I am going to take my truths, my ideas, the Five Swords, and I'm out of here. Your baloney, your lies, I'm going to leave them here. No need to take those. I know that they're lies. So I'm going to leave them here, but I'm going to take the stuff that I know is true, that I know that applies to me, that I know will help me. It's positive. And one of those truths apparently is in the next card, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands says, that's it, I've had it. I'm putting the burdens down. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overworked. I paid attention to what you told me to pay attention to. I lived my life the way you told me to live my life. I did what you told me to do, and now I see it doesn't matter. I had to take my Five Swords and get the hell out because I knew it was a game. Because I realized at some point, the Ace of Swords, that this was all a game, this was all a sham, and I was just a pawn. So I'm ready to move on. I'm poised. I'm ready to move on to a new life. I'll put my burdens down, take my truths with me. And one of those truths is I'm a valuable individual. I count. You may not count me, but I count me. Nine of Pentacles, kind of a mini Queen of Pentacles. She has stability, security, prosperity, self-reliance. It's because she was taken advantage of. That's what the big revelation, the Ace of Swords, was all about. That's what the Seven of Swords, getting out of town, getting out of their influence, was all about. Dropping the burden, saying, no, just because you say I should, not a good enough reason anymore. I have to say I should. You develop a sense of self-worth. You begin to take more control of your life. You are poised to do that. You're ready to get into the game. And 2023 is the year that I think a lot of us are going to hit that corner, start getting into the game. Go up to the second row. What do we start off with on the left side? How about a tower? Tower moment. Now, everybody tends to fear these things. But for me, a tower moment is just honesty. Reality. Yeah, there's destruction, there's sudden change. It's a wake-up call. Okay? You've had a false sense of security. All these years you've believed what you were told. Well, they wouldn't lie to me. They're looking out for me. That's what the Ace of Swords was all about. The Seven of Swords was all about. I know what the game is. I'm getting out of here. And I'm dropping my burdens. Ten of Wands. I am worthwhile. Nine of Pentacles. That's the moment. That's the tower moment. Now, if you refuse to see your self-worth, if you refuse to stay where you are, take whatever they hand you, without question, you're going to have a terrible tower moment. It's going to be horrendous. But if you're open to moving forward, remember, you're poised, you're ready. Be open. A lot of good stuff coming to you. And in fact, the card next to the tower is, again, another Ten of Wands. That's how important it is. It's two Ten of Wands from two separate decks in the same reading. That's always important. When you have repeat cards like that, that means you need to put some burden down. You assumed something. You took on whatever they threw at you, figuring, I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to be a good citizen. I'm going to be a sucker. And that's what that Ace of Swords is all about. You see it now. You see it now. That's why you have to take your Five Swords, leave the two lies behind, and move out. You're putting the burdens down. You are not simply taking what they say as gospel anymore. Because you know it's not. That's the big lesson. You are poised to put down the burdens, to start fresh. How do you do that? Page of Cups. You love yourself. Not going to be a big deal. Just that little turn, that little turn that lets you rebuild. Page of Cups is creative. It's beginnings. It's good news. It's being intuitive. It's in touch with your emotions, your gut. You know what's ahead. You know what you have to do. That's why you're poised. You're on your mark. Get set, ready to go. Boom. And there's no escaping it. If you try to do it, if you try to avoid all of this, that's where the Tower moment comes in, and it's unpleasant. Final card up top, Four of Wands. 1111. It's the happy, happy card, right? Yeah. Harmony, celebration, excitement, stability. You're plugged into your life. That is the one image I have of Wands, being plugged into your life, the joy of life. It's not simply getting up, having breakfast, going to work, coming home, having dinner, going to sleep. Not that routine. I mean, life is routine anyway. It has to kind of be so you can get things accomplished. You can measure what you're doing as opposed to what you're not getting done. And okay, it's sort of necessary. But to be enthused about your life, to be positive about your life, that's plugged in. And the final card up top, right in the middle, vice versa card. It is the Emperor. It's authority, father figure, structure. Very, very important. Here's the difference. It's not rigid, it's not inflexible, and it's not controlling. You have to be your own emperor. You have to decide what is in your life, what's not in your life, who's in your life, who's not in your life, what your burdens are, what you are not going to be burdened with anymore. You have to be your own emperor. But you're poised to do that. There are going to be things coming up. I'm thinking between now and early May, when all the planets are going forward, that's going to stir the pot. And by the time we get into May, if not sooner for some, you're going to be more than poised. You're going to be in action. But right now, you're like a cocked gun. You're ready to fire off. On your mark, get set, go. That's what 2023 is all about. That's the reading for today. More tarot stuff tomorrow. You and I get together and we do the fun stuff. I always look forward to it. It makes it much better when you're here. If you're not, we will get together again soon. So between now and the next time you and I have a chance to manifest tarot together, as always, don't forget this. Peace and blessings.